What do I have to do to get this video?
What?
I'll do anything. Whatever
cook
you
dinner.
Want. Okay.
Several times, repeatedly.
How many?
Also, I would like for you to cut the grass, but with scissors.
But we don't have.
And then I would like you to practice your handstands, and then archery with your feet.
Okay.
And also, I want you to be able to do a stink eye, one small eye, one big eye, and then hold the face where you say something menacing. Explain to me, whomst is Shredder? That's what you have to do for the video.
Shredder. Okay. Well.
Right.
Looking at this.
We can look and see.
He's wearing a samurai thing.
He is.
So I'm going to say that he is a samurai.
Wrong. He is an alien.
What?
He's like a 1 foot by 1 foot alien.
What do you mean 1 foot by 1 foot alien?
Exactly what I said. Shaped like a little box.
1 foot?
1 foot.
But I almost...
Please do not.
I was almost...
1 foot by 1 foot? Yeah.
Okay.
Alien.
He's
stored
small.
stored in the abdomen of this thing. Also, fun fact, one of my favorite Crump songs is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Crump Beat remix from like 2008.
Why is there a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Crump remix?
It's fucking spectacular. You wanna hear it?
No!
Go and type it in the thing.
Oh my god.
This is it. Huh? We just learned how to make music. This is this is like the first. This is the beginning.
I see.
What do you think?
It's bad.
Awful. Terrible. Actually, the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard. All right, let's get into it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles actually, like, bottom 3 for, like, the cartoons that I watched as a kid.
Okay. I have never seen any piece of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles media.
It's good for a weekend. It just doesn't hold up as, like, I have to watch it every week.
Right.
But playing with your friends was cool. You know, that we all signed up for Kung Fu together. We fought over what weapons people wanted to learn how to use, specifically based off of the show.
Yeah. Let's get into it. CJ DACHAMP, I'm ready.
Watch out for Shredder!
Oh, watch out for Shredder.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another trial of the round table.
Oh!
And a new challenger is approaching.
What?
Or if I want to be specific, challengers are approaching. But these challengers are all known under one name. And who is this man exactly?
No, there's multiple Shredders.
Let's just say this man has been beefing
That's a
with
man.
Turtle since 1987.
That's not no
Damn.
Some takeout, so like, let's get down and pig out.
It's Shredder.
Where?
Ladies
Where?
and gentlemen, the Shredder. So everybody sit back and relax because the amount
Where's this
of
instrumental
evidence
from?
and
It's
exhibits
hard.
I have on this man is about to make this the most massive and ambitious roundtable trial to date. So, without further ado, it is time to commence.
Talk about the foot.
Trials.
Okay.
Talk about the foot.
Exhibit A.
Oh, look at that fucking art. That's pretty cool.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. I now present to you Exhibit A, the Utrom Shredder.
Okay.
New York City.
There it
A city
is.
Where you can find damn near everything. From your bacon, egg, and cheeses, a
Bacon, egg,
random
and
nigga
cheese.
getting sturdy on every single block, fat ass mutated nuts, and of course, ninjas.
I beg your pardon?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the TMNT version of NYC, where the streets are ran by ninjas.
That's
and to
crazy.
be specific, the Foot Clan.
Yeah.
Ran by none other than Oroku Saki, or also known as the Shredder. Now, this man Shredder basically ruled the streets of New York with a iron fist. He had every single rival gang and every single mob boss bend the knee. I mean, look at this first example. We got a run-of-the-mill drug deal going on right now between the Foot and some random-ass mob. So bro right here come up and say, "You got the stuff?
Do you have the payment?
Oh, we got the money, all right." So bro throws the briefcase to him, and
Disrespectful.
Big Dog got the case and started counting the money on the spot. And when he finished, he was like,
Do you play us for a fool?
Uh-huh.
That is only half of what we agreed upon.
"Yeah, because you're going to get the other half after we take it off your dead corpse, bud."
You
Bang.
have a death warrant.
No. And look at the mob. These boys are terrified. So they start shooting and they just start beating the shit out of them.
Damn.
Just kicking the shit out of them. Kicking everybody.
Level 1
That guy
grunts, by the way. The foot grunts that Shredder treats like absolute garbage. I mean, look at these workplace conditions, my nigga. This man treats these foot grunts as his personal punching bags. First off, before they even start this beating session, they gotta glaze the nigga. They all got on one knee and started saying in unison,
Master Shredder, our glorious king, we are honored to get our ass beat by you.
So the reverse jumping session started. Some nigga number 1 decides to pull a sword out, but look at this. Weave, roundhouse to the dome. And he just whooping they ass without even trying. Look at this. He bicycle kicked a whole grown man into another grown man. And look how he landed. A whole hogger ass in his face. And I just got absolutely bodied. And I honestly God feel bad for these.
Oh, I forgot about his big ass
henchman.
henchman.
Go through this every day. He probably just beat their ass for entertainment. This is just straight torture, bro.
Nah, tell me as a kid, you're not finna watch that and try that on your homie when you go back to school. Right? There's so many fights. We think we can do Kung Fu now.
Yeah.
Unsupervised watching over the weekend equals supervised ass kicking at school. For sure.
And my God, if you ever failed this man. Well, let's ask this guy right here. So this random guy right here failed to steal this armored truck for Shredder because the turtle stopped him. So bro is pleading for his life right now. He is saying,
Please, Mr. Saki, you must understand. I was attacked by some buff-ass turtles.
Right.
Looked at bro
Shit was
said,
not fair.
You are fucking failure.
No. Please! So he leaps at this man, and you just see the door shut. And all you hear is this man screaming and getting his ass beat. And you never see or hear from this man ever again.
That's
so
over.
Guess what?
I don't even know who that was.
You guessed it. Murder on aisle 4. This is dead. But there was one man who
Is that the stink eye you wanted me to be able to make?
That's actually pretty good. Do it over there.
No.
Do it. That's pretty good. That was perfect.
I don't know if I can do it.
Are you doing it? I can't tell.
I can't tell. I can't see.
Damn. When she did over here, that shit was great. That was perfect.
But there was one man who suffered the absolute worst of Shredder's wrath because of his constant
The tax guy?
And that is none other than Baxter Stockman.
What a name.
Holy what he did to this nigga Stockman.
What happened to Stockman?
First of all, you're probably wondering how Stockman even got in this situation.
Right.
Well, he was a scientist working for Shredder. And one day, the Turtles and April O'Neil blew up his lab. So while this man was trying to run away, he ended up running into Hunt, Shredder's big-ass enforcer. So Hunt told Stockman,
Seems like you're in trouble, Mr. Stockman.
and Stockman knew he was cooked, trying to yap and lie his ass off. But Hunt grabbed this nigga by the collar and walked him all the way back to Shredder.
That's crazy.
So they get back to base, and this motherfucker Stockman was like, well, you see, Master Shredder, this is just a minor setback. Because with your funding, of course, I'll be back at work tomorrow. But this nigga Shredder grabbed his claw.
What is wrong with him?
And told him,
Nigga, do you think you're off the hook?
Imagine.
You must pay for your failure, Stockman.
So Hun drug him off to God knows where. And the next time you see Stockman, he has a scar and an eye patch over his eye.
Then took his eye out. That is mutilation.
He straight up mutilated this man. And look how he treats this man on a daily basis. Stockman like, oh man.
Get them science papers out your hand, peasant. A real criminal.
With my Ivy League genius brains, we wouldn't be in this situation right now.
Shut your black ass up, Stockman.
Damn.
And guess what happened after this? He failed him again.
Damn,
so they
that's
took
crazy.
him back
And
to
then
the
he got no
torture chamber,
eyes.
and Hun mutilated him again.
What? They showed
And
that?
the next time you see Stockman,
Oh, I do
cut
remember
off his
this.
arm and paralyzed him.
Yeah, I
And
do remember
turned
this.
This nigga to Charles Xavier. So I'm pretty sure y'all get how this works now. Every time this man fails, Shredder takes one of his body parts. And this isn't even the last time, but we'll save that for later.
All
And trust
right.
me, it gets worse.
How?
So, his first confrontation with the Turtles was a
This shit was
absolute
cold.
beatdown. And before this even happened, Shredder tried to sweet talk this nigga Leonardo. He went up and told bro,
Hello, nigga turtle son. We don't have to be enemies, my boy.
I want that shit as a fucking ringtone, bro. I want if somebody text me, bro. That's what I want to come up, bro. I'm about to clip the fuck out of this and put this on my phone, bro.
Hello, nigga turtle son.
Oh my God. I want every time somebody texts me, that's what's about to ring for the next month and a half. That's comedy. 6:30. Done.
We don't have to be enemies, my boy. So take this sword as my gift.
Yeah, he did do that. I do remember this.
Back to Master Splinter. And when he told him this, Master Splinter was like,
yeah.
Hell no, my son. Don't you dare trust that motherfucker. And this man Splinter was right, because PTSD came and hit him like a train. Because years ago,
he was the
Splinter
rat.
was the pet rat of Hamato Yoshi.
Oh my God.
Voted and beat his ass.
Story.
This man. So then Shredder came in, and they started to torture him.
Oh my God!
While Splinter was watching, then after he was done, he killed the nigga right in front of his face. So now they knew who they was dealing with. So later on that night, while they're on a rooftop, they end up getting ambushed by the Foot. And here comes this motherfucker Shredder. And this man came in pissed off. He was like, I gave you that expensive sword, and you still decide to fight against me. Did you know how much
shit is
that
cold.
costed me? Like what, $50, bro? Try 50,000, nigga. Oh. So Shredder sends his Foot Ninja.
Such a bro response.
While this man Mikey is just twirling around his nunchucks, Shredder comes from the top rope and drops him across the building. Then he looks over at Leonardo. Bro said, come get some of this shit too. Then over here, look at Donatello just spinning his staff like an idiot. Nigga think he Wukong. Shredder comes behind him and just throws him. And look at Donnie's stupid ass. You know he can't break throws. Then this man threw a sword to light the entire building on fire and just starts staring down Leo and Raph. So they all jump up and Shredder just knocks him out both in the air. This nigga is cooking them. And then look at this. Raphael gets up just to get kicked off of the building.
Not into the garbage.
Then he kicked Leonardo off the building. And them boys had to retreat because Shredder then destroyed the whole damn building.
I remember that scene too.
Go walk out the fire and saying,
He chilling.
Turtles, come out to play. I ain't gonna lie, I'd be shitting bricks if I was in their shoes. So then he called over his Foot Ninja. He said, Foot Ninjas, glaze me. Yes, Master Shredder. If you want to pay raise, find those turtles. So Shredder had a bunch of Foot Ninjas just on a wild goose chase, hitting these boys throughout the entire night until the turtles just decided, F it, we can't outrun the nigga, so we might as well just fight him. So later on, they decide to have a standoff on the top of this roof. So here come this man Shredder.
They do have the coolest poses, huh?
I thought these were sticks of dynamite.
I am so... Oh my God.
I was like, God.
Oh my God.
I was like, damn, they're so committed.
Like, yo, he brutal, bruh. Just lighting dynamite, blowing up ninjas. Nah, they couldn't be nunchucks, bro. They're sticks of fucking... You know how hard that would be?
I was like, he's gonna fucking kamikaze himself.
Bro, Donatello would definitely have fucking sticks. He would fuck with that so heavy.
It just like the way it looked like a bomb strapped to him, you know?
That's crazy. We gotta make sure we get their names right with the colors. That's the only way to tell the difference is by the colors.
I think blue is Leonardo.
Yeah.
And orange is Donatello.
Uh-huh.
And
then
maybe
red is Raph.
Red is Raphael.
Uh-huh.
And then what's the other color? Purple?
It's Michelangelo.
Michelangelo.
Yeah, he's a smart one.
All right.
Everybody made me him with the staff because
you're smart.
Yeah, and I still like to fight people.
Yeah.
But I always wanted to be the guy with the little fucking scythe things, the angry one.
Oh.
I always wanted to be Raph.
Oh.
He was the best one of the video games.
I've played with nunchucks one time in my life. Real nunchucks, not like the little play ones. And I smacked myself dead in the eye. Yeah.
People who use nunchucks always think they're really cool. But versus a person with a staff, they're getting no diffed every time. A staff no diffs nunchucks with not even close. And then a sword? A staff is whacking a dude with a sword every time.
But does a staff no diff
somebody getting bitches
with fucking
dynamite
strapped to their body?
No, if you got dynamite strapped, taking everybody out. That's comedy. That's great. Look at their fucking pose, by the way. Some of the hardest poses come from the Ninja Turtles. The Turtles were dope because all my friends always wanted to pretend play Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Some of the other games, ones that I like to watch, don't nobody want to play those, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Nobody want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! when I was younger. No, but you don't play Pokemon. Nobody played the card game.
My friends used to want to play Pokemon.
Nah, man. They would trade the cards or hustle somebody from some cards, and that's it.
Oh, no. I mean, my friends would pretend to be Pokemon.
Well, those kids, where we came from, these have special holds for those kind of kids. Drive down.
Have a standoff on the top of this roof. So here come this man Shredder, and he immediately said, "Foot Ninja, jump the turtles." So they got a whole brawl going on right now. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this version of Shredder does not believe in fair ones at all. Every chance he gets, he's gonna jump you. Look at this nigga Mikey just fighting for his life right now. Bro is on a fucked up ankle just for Shredder to come out of nowhere and I mean, look at this nigga. Donatello is clearly getting jumped just for Shredder to walk up to bro and tell him, "Hey there, little girl.
Y'all gonna get wiped again?"
Beat.
Sent this nigga Donatello flying when he was off guard. This nigga don't believe in fair ones. Look at Leonardo. This man is backpedaling just for Shredder to come behind him and try to sneak.
Come on.
Bro got lucky. Raphael bailed him out, but they just ended up trading places. The Shredder picked this man Raphael up and
by the belt
across the building. And look at poor Mikey. Y'all already know what's about to happen.
All bad.
Shredder sneaks this nigga flying to the wall. And of course, his man Leo's the last man standing. Just for him to run right into Shredder, and bro just looked at him and said,
"Let's go, Leo."
Nigga turtle.
Nigga turtle.
This man Shredder had him beat. The turtles are already down 2-0 against this nigga. So right when he's about to deliver the kill,
of course, you know what's gonna happen, right?
By the way, Master Splinter comes down and bails out his sons. And this man Shredder was pissed. He told Master Splinter, "Looks like New York's ever-growing rat pandemic has still been unsolved." But Master Splinter was not about to take that disrespect. He led Shredder over to this water tower and gave him the bait of the century. He just started making bro miss so he would destroy the supports of the water tower. So when the tower started shaking, Master Splinter told him, "This is for my Master Yoshi." So bro kicked the what?
Run that voice by me one more time, big dog. Come on. You get one per video, bruh.
Splinter told him,
"Run it back."
For my Master Yoshi.
All right.
So bro kicked the water tower on him. So dog got washed off the building and the water tower fell on him.
Damn.
So Master Splinter then bailed these boys out. Because they think Shredder is...
Man, I did not remember how hype that sequence was.
Okay.
But when I was a kid, you know, they used to draw these finales out for weekend to weekend. They would show reruns and delay it and delay it.
Yeah.
So by the time we got here, you know, it's been a couple of weeks before you got to the finale. And then I remember when they actually showed it, they did a marathon.
Oh my God.
So then they showed all the episodes. So I didn't actually catch it that day because I could only watch it for like a certain segment before we had to give the TV up. So then I got it like weeks after that when they showed it again at some point.
I feel like that shit is so frustrating. Like, I don't want to see y'all. I just want to see these niggas win.
There was no bigger disappointment than 1 week they tell you next week's going to be the finale.
Yeah.
Then that week you go to watch and there are 5 episodes before the finale showing the reruns. And I'm like, damn, I'll just go to the gym. I remember I stayed home from the gym one day. And didn't go play basketball to watch the finale.
Yeah.
And it was a rerun.
That would piss me off.
I know. And I sat there and watched the damn thing. All 30 minutes too, mad as hell.
Yeah.
Like, I might as well watch it because after this I got chores to do.
Dead. And I mean, shit. Anybody would. Nobody is surviving that shit. But we
to
would
be fair,
soon
he's wearing a suit of armor.
That this man is fucking unkillable. And I mean this literally. Bro dodges death like Ice Spice shaking ass. It just comes natural to him. So about a good week later, Leonardo.
I feel like you just wanted to have a clip of Ice Spice shaking her ass.
That's what we call a stretch.
I am very impressed that you picked one where her ass is covered.
Well, that's YouTube doing that.
Yeah.
The one that surprised me, the point where I realized there is no hope for Ice Spice, was the red dress from the New Year's, I think. I think it was during New Year's.
Okay.
Somebody was like, yeah, it was like an Ice Spice concert. I'm like, the dress doesn't, it's a t-shirt. She's wearing it with you.
Though decided to go on a morning training run, and everything just seemed all fine. Master Splinter was like, take care of yourself, my son, and make sure to get that 40-yard dash faster. You looked slow the other day. So Leo goes out on his morning training run. So about 1 hour later, it started to get a little worried. Donatello's smart ass was thinking in his head, what the Sigma? It's 8 o'clock sharp, and Leo left at 7 a.m. Usually it takes him about 30 minutes to run.
Give him this voice.
What's going on?
I don't know, bruh, but something is totally off.
And their suspicions were right, because literally 5 seconds later, Leonardo comes flying through the window, and this nigga is beat the f*** up. And Leonardo's last words before he lost conscious was,
He's back.
Yes, this man Shredder came back with a vengeance.
Hell
because
yeah.
while Leonardo was on his training run, Shredder sent his elite guard to
Jump
this
the
nigga.
shit out
And
of
when
him.
that was done, they took Leonardo's swords, gave it
Damn.
to Shredder, and bro bended his swords and snapped him in half with a stick. And not even a minute later,
That's
they just started
disrespectful.
busting into April.
It's time to
They said,
go.
we committing home invasion today. So the Turtles had to retreat to get to the store downstairs before they got overran. So later on, when they got to the store, Shredder comes and kicks down the door. And bro walked in saying,
1, 2, 3, 4. How many nigga turtles are in my store? Stealing. Well, actually, you're the one busting into April's store right now, so technically, you're the one stealing, bro. You know what, Mikey?
Hey, CJ,
you actually
spazzing
got hurt
with
right
this
now.
one, bro.
Silence, you little green shits. Quit all that yapping and come get these hands.
so they dive in on him, and Raphael comes in first. But look at this. Bro hits the dunk of the century
Oh,
and
no.
punishes the hell out
Oh,
of him.
no.
Mikey comes in and gets cooked as usual, and here comes Donatello. He whiffs.
Oh, my
and
God.
Side step. Bitch.
Beat.
This man into a
Took
strip.
his shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, we gotta ask this question. April, why the hell you got a stripper pole in your store? You damn freak. Shorty probably got a secret OF. So here comes Master
That was
Splinter.
crazy to say, but also when you go on these old ass things,
Yeah.
they didn't put support beams in these old ass buildings, so there
Right.
will be random ass
Poles.
poles everywhere to stop the roofs from caving in. Just fun fact.
You know what it makes me think of though? Is that period of the late 2010s where you could buy like those freaking portable.
Yes.
And so like everybody had them in their
Every house you walk into, you're like, bro, why is there a stripper pole in the middle of your dining room?
And like people will have no furniture.
Right.
Right? They don't got a couch.
Mhm.
Their fucking TV
No,
is sitting on a fucking...
They got that black couch from Walmart sitting in the corner.
Yes.
You remember that fucking cheap ass
Yes.
couch? Damn.
They'll have like no fucking furniture and then just like a stripper pole. And what would crack me up is when it would be in people's apartments.
Yeah.
Bitch, you don't even have room to do nothing. What are you talking
You're
about?
swinging around this at your studio apartment. You're hitting your TV. And every time there's a tragic accident during every party.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
want to hop on
They're
a stripper
never
pole.
actually stable.
They don't put them up correctly.
I remember when Chavez and I, we went to like a house party.
Yeah.
We were invited to a house party. They're like, oh yeah, we're inviting all these people, blah, blah, blah. We're like, great. And we show up and there's like 6 other people there. And then like, so we all kind of sat around. Chavez and I were just like, okay.
Yeah.
And then they're
Just
like,
chilling.
hey, time for the girls to get on the stripper pole. And Chavez and I
Girls.
were like,
It's time to go.
goodbye.
There's like 2 girls.
There's me and one other girl. I'm leaving.
We're like, hey, man, we got to get out of here. You know, it's real late. You know what I'm saying? Also, that stripper pole has not been cleaned since it's been installed. So we got to get the fuck out of here.
Master Splinter, and obviously Shredder wants his run back. So they start
Right.
fighting again, but I ain't gonna lie, Shredder started getting cooked by this rat again, because Master Splinter just had too much
He really-
Not the drip.
Yeah.
Not the drip.
So bro ended up kicking a bookcase on him, and they decided to retreat in this cellar. So while the foot was trying to open up the door, the cops
Shredder.
ended up pulling up. So Shredder told his foot to disappear.
It's time to go, bro.
Before he left, he decided to do some crazy shit.
What does he do?
Lock him in.
Set it on fire.
Bro walked up to the cooler and locked them in.
Yeah.
Then he pulled out a grenade Molotov, set the place
Set it on fire.
and started
That's
leaking
insane.
gas.
Set them on
Bro
fire.
started
That's
to walk
insane.
away and said,
This is what y'all get for
You wanted
gambling like some
popcorn
pussies. Say your prayers, nigga turtles.
so the gas
Nigga
started to
turtles.
leak, and bro blew up the whole block.
Golly.
Mass
It's just
property
ridiculous,
damage.
bro. And I'm not gonna.
Bro, when you put it like that, it makes it so much worse. He's actually spazzing with this one. I did not remember it being this brutal. I
Yeah.
was allowed to watch this?
As a child.
Damn.
Yeah.
It makes a lot more sense when me and my friends was fighting like them all the time. This cartoon was hard.
Don't lie, this man had to have caught some bodies here. I mean, you literally see these
I mean,
police
yeah.
get blown away.
Yeah.
Those guys are
90%
dead.
of the time, a regular nigga is not surviving that.
No.
So let's be real, they're dead. Now, the
They're
Turtles
dead.
did get out of there because of a vent, but look at April. She is devastated.
Her whole store
she done
is
lost her
fucked up.
whole business
Yeah.
and her whole apartment. And the whole crew basically had to leave New York. So
Emotional
Shredder
damage.
effectively ran these niggas
Yeah.
out of New York and put Leo in a coma. Bro was out for like a week. So the Turtles recovered as time
Out
passed.
like a light.
And they decided to assault this man's lair.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
I thought that's what he was gonna play. He had like that sad music on. I thought he was gonna play Out Like a Light. I was projecting.
So the Turtles recovered as time passed. And they decided
Yeah,
to
oh
assault
yeah.
this man's lair.
Yo,
So why
this next area is so hard.
Stop giving me spoilers. You just talked about that in your other video.
This shit been out 20 years. You already seen this shit. What are you talking
It's
about?
still a spoiler because I've never seen it.
You for real have not seen any?
When I told you at the beginning of the video that I have never seen or engaged with any kind of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle media, I meant that I've never even played the little fighting games.
That's actually insane.
I've never.
Well, to make sure you watch this next part because it's going to be really cool. You're going to love it. I do hate when people do that. But I thought we were together on this.
I
Right?
told you at the beginning of. Did I not? You know what? I'm finna run it back.
Okay.
I'm finna run it back right here.
Run it back.
I have never seen any piece of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles media.
But answer the question then. If this is the case, why was you kicking cans off your brother's head if you wasn't watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I never kicked cans off my
Yeah,
horse, and
you
I
was
just
missing.
kicked him in the head.
Right, you was
on
missing.
accident. And I was just trying to kick over him.
Mhm.
And that was because my dad and I used to watch this really old, and I now realize kind of racist show called Kung Fu.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted to do that.
Got it.
layer, they ended up finding some pretty dark things that Shredder has done. And that would be human experimentation.
Hell
because
yeah.
they found this lab.
This-
It consisted of a
this
bunch
is
of
hard.
mutated shredders. And
Mutated
also,
Look at the lobster
they
claw.
was kidnapping motherfuckers. They found this video of these foot mad scientists that was experimenting on people that they kidnapped and was mutating them into monsters. So yeah, this man
This is way
a
more brutal
sick
than I
nigga, bro.
remember.
But anyways, they get to the top floor to confront Shredder. But before they get the chance
he didn't
to
talk about
fight,
the sword. He got like a new sword in between here.
Baxter Stockman pulls up in a whole mag. So Shredder was like,
I would just like to pause real quick to ask though. So Shredder wipes them the first time,
Right. Yeah.
right? And it's not close, right? And then they go back for seconds,
Yeah.
and he wipes them again,
Right.
right? And it's not close again. And then
Then they break into
then
his
they
house.
break in, right? Well, hold on. Then Shredder breaks into April's store and blows them up. And again, it's not close. So what would possess them
Yeah.
to roll up into his house?
So like after
Why did they think they could win?
they do some soul searching. First of all, they realize they cannot run anywhere else. They have to go back home. Like, they don't have a choice,
Right.
which is the awesome part of the show. Like they just have a whole part where like we gotta go back. Like
Yeah.
they,
I mean, their dad is a rat, and rats can thrive in New York City.
gotta be in the sewer.
Yeah.
But then Leonardo finds like a dragon sword in between this whole thing too.
Sweet,
So like
sweet.
that, now we got some drip.
Okay.
Now we're successfully dripped out. we
Got
can
it.
climb the Tower of Babel and beat the hell out of God. That's basically the idea here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Baxter Stockman pulls up in a whole
This is
mag.
hysterical.
Shredder was like,
All he is a head now?
What are you doing?
this is my Emancipation Proclamation.
Hey!
Slave, nigga. So this man grabbed Shredder, started throwing him around,
Hell yeah.
and dog
Beat.
walked.
Hell yeah.
Stockman is
Beat.
finally getting his get back from all
As
the
he should.
mutilation and the torture he's received. But
The
his
fucking
reparations would not last long.
Where's the
Shredder
big blonde
jumped
guy?
out and just sent bro to the shadow.
Damn.
This
So
fucking
after
song
that
in the background.
altercation, Shredder was like,
Now then, let's get down to business.
Shredder starts whooping.
Where's the
his
big
ass.
blonde
So
guy?
Here comes Master Splinter trying to bail out his sons again, but this time it wasn't gonna work. Shredder jumps up and roundhouses
Yeah.
this nigga
Hell
through
yeah.
the glass.
Golly!
and into the
God.
building. Shit, bro got lucky. This was Leonardo saving his life and not Spider-Man, because we all know what happened last time Pete was in this situation. Blew that fuck up. But while
Man.
Leo was saving Master Splinter,
Man. Yo, CJ on one today.
But also that death in Spider-Man doesn't make sense. Because listen.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't make sense because he was a fucking nerd. He was a fucking math and science nerd. He understands how fucking physics works. Oh, so he would have known that shit would break her fucking neck.
What you're missing is it's Tony Maguire. He's built to be sad.
But while Leo was saving Master Splinter, everybody else was just getting their ass kicked. It looked like Shredder at this point was just having fun. Then later on into the fight, he ends up pulling out this sword called the Sword of Tinker, which is a mystical sword that he had made a long time ago. We will learn about this soon. But he ends up blasting the turtles and knocking them all out. So they was fighting for dear life at this point because Shredder's using this busted ass sword. But they ended up knocking it out of his hand so Leo could grab it. And Leonardo and Shredder stood off for one final strike. And well, the plot kicked in hard. And Leonardo ended up decapitating the Shredder.
Cut his head off.
So now the battle is over and the turtles have defeated the Shredder. Or so they thought. Because this man got up, grabbed his head, and walked off into the fire. And how the hell did he do this?
Did they see him
this is
do
where
this?
shit gets crazy. The Shredder trial.
Okay.
Exhibit A wrap up. Multiple counts of murder, mutilation, torture, kidnapping, home invasion, trafficking, racketeering, property damage, multiple counts of attempted murder, assault on multiple counts. Exhibit B.
That was a long ass exhibit, by the way.
Alrighty.
They're actually reasonably sized now.
No, that first one was half the length of the video.
Yeah.
That's not reasonable.
The last time when he started, it was the whole video for one.
Oh my God.
That's a real exhibit.
Oh my. Just because it is an improvement does not mean it's acceptable.
He's shading. He's gaslighting me into accepting his exhibits.
No, not gaslighting. What is it called?
Squeezing my giblets. What is this? What is this? Fondling the phalanges.
I hope CJ's not fondling anything.
Tickling the tank.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit B. Sherelle. Now, let's get the elephant out the room. This nigga is not a Roku Saki. This motherfucker is an alien.
I'll never forget that.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet Sherelle, the universal genocidal maniac. This is the worst criminal in the universe. And he is also the Utrom Shredder. Now, it's time to go back to the 11th century.
Okay.
This is where the show completely lost me, by the way. Like, my child brain did not like this big twist. You know, the Kung Fu bad guy was just better.
Right.
Than intergalactic aliens fighting turtles. I didn't really get it.
But also, I realized I don't understand how the Ninja Turtles became who they are.
Ah, the old classic toxic waste.
Okay, because I thought they were also aliens. So this made sense to me when you told me.
Oh, so the Ninja Turtles are little baby turtles somebody had as a pet. Then they ran away together and they walked through some toxic slime and they just grew up to be big people.
Why did they run away? Were they being abused?
Nope. They're just little goofy little goobers.
Okay.
That walk through they have cancer. That's what I'm trying to get at. So thanks for distracting us. I'll just jump to the end.
All right.
Now, this alien race called the Utroms are a very peaceful race, but there was one outlier, and that was Sherelle. Now, currently, they have him in custody, and they're taking him back to the planet to be tried for his crimes against the universe. But Sherelle was not going to let that happen. So later on, Sherelle ended up escaping and overriding the ship's engines, making the ship crash on the nearest planet, and that planet was Earth. Now, the Utrons were very technologically advanced, but since Earth was basically so far behind back then, they couldn't repair their ship, so they were stranded. So they decided we might as well just blend in and live with these people. So with the technology they had, they made exosuits so they could blend in with humans. So one day, when this Utron was taking an exosuit on a test drive, he ends up falling into a trap and he gets sent flying by a log. And this trap was set up by none other than Sherelle.
Damn.
And he looked at the poor little nigga in there and said, "What a wonderful toy."
Damn.
Little nigga. So he carjacks this little nigga. Then he decides to just pick him up and just throw him. Who knows where that little nigga just landed? But after this is where everything makes sense.
Okay.
We see these Utroms working, and they end up getting attacked by foot ninjas. And they are being led by none other than the Shredder, a.k.a. Sherelle. This version of Shredder that we have been talking about is a 1,000-year-old alien that established the Foot Clan back all the way in the feudal era of Japan. And look at this man. He's beating the dog shit out of these Utroms. Look at Buddy right here. He just like, what is the meaning of this? What have we done to you?
What have you done to me?
I mean, you did have him in prison.
Simply breathing the same air as me.
Look at him. He is boxing this nigga up. This motherfucker been jumping niggas since the 11th century. Now, y'all remember that sword? The Sword of Tengu? This is when it was made. So he had blacksmiths build him a sword that was salvaged from the Utrom technology. So the blacksmith presented him with the sword, and the blacksmith told him,
yes. Now, are you ready to discuss payments, Lord Shredder?
Damn, that's crazy.
I will gladly
You finna chop your head off.
So he aimed the sword at them and blew them.
Yeah. Kill the guys who made it. They can't make another one.
Smart.
Why? They gladly built that sword for you, and you just blew
But you don't
to
want them
bits.
to make another one.
Okay, nigga. Triple homicide on all three. So after this, throughout the century, Shredder just expanded the Foot to what we know it is as today, and has been beefing and has been trying to kill all the Utroms ever since, and anybody allied with them. Because y'all remember Master Yoshi, Splinter's master? Yeah, he has been allied with the Utroms and has been beefing with Shredder for years. He even corrupted his best friend to defect and fight to the death while he watched.
Damn.
Like, this man is 100% pure evil. Not a single redeeming quality. So now let's go back to the present. Now, after this man dodged death again, I mean, this man had a fight with the Utroms and the Turtles and survived a building that imploded on him. Still to this day, I don't know how bro survived this. He decided to take out his anger on none other than Baxter Stockman. Now, as we saw earlier, Stockman tried to kill Shredder, but failed miserably. So Shredder decided it was time for some more punishment. And I mean severe punishment. Because the next time you see Baxter Stockman, this man has been reduced to a brain and an eyeball in a tube.
And I don't know what he expected.
Wow.
After he failed to kill Shredder, I don't know why he didn't just himself.
But he's got a big brain. He's got so much to offer. Damn.
I mean, I'm just saying, I wouldn't want to live as just a brain, and he's already clearly taken everything else. So I'm just saying, once you fail at that objective, that's what makes sense to me.
All righty. Are you done with trying to spread the gospel of quitting? Good Lord. No more of that.
In a tube.
He's already dead.
This, in honest to God, is a fate worse than death. This man has lost his body, and the only thing he has left is his nervous system in a jar.
Wow.
And what was the most fucked up thing, Shredder looked at him and told him,
Baxter Stockman, it seems that you have overdosed on Ozempic.
And then look at this. They start shocking this man in the tube. This is actually horrible. The fact that this was showed on 4Kids is insane. Because we slowly watch this dude get mutilated.
We never put it together, bro.
All the way.
I do remember the spider, the head of the spider thing. Yeah. Well, I think as a kid, you kind of assumed he was doing it to himself.
Like in the pursuit of like a greater form.
Like there's one time where they had him strapped down and they were torturing him. I remember that. But then when he come back in these other forms, you kind of just assumed he's
like experimenting on himself.
Yeah, like making himself a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just getting tortured.
Damn.
Brain in a jar. Crazy work, bro. So fast forward a couple days later, and the Turtles confront Shredder on this ship.
Why?
So obviously
Again,
Shredder
why?
starts talking shit immediately.
Nigga Turtles, fancy that you are here because now you can be test subjects to my new footbox.
So this robot walks up and blows this Raphael up. So a whole brawl ends up breaking out. And of course, Shredder and Splinter face off again. And poor old Master Splinter got his ass whooped. Like, Shredder was teeing off on this nigga. Like, you could see the pain in Master Splinter shaking his head like,
oh, Lord, I'm getting too old for this shit.
So a big ass explosion goes off, and Splinter ends up getting knocked down, and Unk is not getting up. Somebody need to call Life Alert for this old nigga now, because Shredder's about to kill this man. But this Triceraton claims Shredder away. So he ends up boxing with Dino nigga, and this big ass motherfucker picked him up and threw him across the ship and hammer fisted him into this fire pit. So Big Dog thought he won. He was like, victory for the Republic! But the Turtles was like, yo, turn around, bro! Because this motherfucker Shredder got up and stabbed him in the booty. I mean, it looks like he stabbed him in the ass. So while Shredder's walking over to kill the Turtles, Dino nigga gets up, bear hugs Shredder, takes him over to the fire pit, and falls in. So you gotta think, no way Shredder survives this. The ship literally blows up, and bro got dragged down to the bottom of the ocean like Dino nigga. Well, he lives to see another day.
Oh my God.
I will say this once and I will say it again. This man is unkillable.
How do they know where to find him?
By the way, Dino nigga's dead. That man did not come out that water, so his sacrifice is in vain. So we got another murder on our one.
I feel like that could be down
after this, Shredder decided to do another nefarious act. So the city of Beijing became a floating city after the Triceratons tried to invade Earth. So Shredder wanted the thing that was making the city float. So you know what bro decided to do? Steal the thing and try to drop the city on the Earth.
What?
Like, dog, this nigga is an actual maniac. And guess what? When Hun and Baxter Stockman failed to get the job done, he made these boys slaves.
What do you mean?
I'm not kidding. He got these niggas working in a steel mill in chains.
Oh,
Lord have mercy. This nigga Baxter Stockman needs reparations immediately, because his brother done lost his body and now he a damn slave. And look at Shredder come in. Stockman was like, oh Lord, Master Shredder, I'm working diligently.
Nigga, did I say that you could speak?
Lord bless his brother. So more time would pass, and Shredder would start gaining more influence in the city. I mean, he had the mayor on his payroll, and he started to build a ship because he wanted to go to the whole planet of the Utrons and conquer their planet. But the Turtles was not having that shit, because if they don't stop him now, he's gonna take over the galaxy. So they pull up on Shredder, and they don't sugarcoat it. They start jumping the hell out of this man. Like, this shit was crazy. They had bro stumbling and shit. Bro fell to the ground, and he was like,
in all my centuries, I've never had my ass beat like this.
So y'all know Shredder was not about to go out like no bitch. Bro pops up and starts beating the hell out of everybody. Planted these niggas on a wall, and Splinter came from the top rope, but Dog caught the sword and kicked him across the room. So Shredder ends up fleeing all the way to his ship.
There he
takes
is.
off into space. So it was time for the final confrontation. So Shredder pulls up in his final boss armor that's got 4 arms on some General Grievous shit. So Shredder, with the help of his delusional daughter, Karai, start whipping their ass. Like, he's just throwing these niggas. And then look at this. They tried to run up and electrocute bro, but bro grabbed the wires from him and he electrocutes Master Splinter. Unk was done for. Then bro stepped behind Leonardo, booted him all the way to Karai, and she stabbed him. Leonardo was cooked. Then it was Raphael's turn. Bro grabs him and hits him with the GTS. This nigga think he's CM Punk. And here come Mikey, getting his legs taken out and stomped on. And of course, here comes Donatello coming to get washed like usual. This brother smart as hell, but goddamn, he the one that get his ass beat the most. And Shredder has defeated the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
There's no counter either. What is the counter on losses at this point? What is it?
Like 6?
6
7?
is what I think. Yeah, I think it's 6 L's.
He won the final battle. So while he was about to kill Leonardo, Karai comes in and stops him.
Why?
And this man was
Why now?
pissed. He was like,
Daughter, what the fuck are you doing?
Father, This is dishonorable. Have you no honor, my nigga? Honor. Bitch, fuck all that shit. Bro just a bitch slapped his own daughter and is about to kill her. Oh, Lord have mercy. This nigga's terrible. But right before this was about to happen, the Utroms pulled up, stopped time, and warped everybody off the ship because they was coming back to Earth to arrest this nigga. So we end up going to the Utrom homeworld, and they are about to put this man on trial for all the atrocities he has committed. And my God, when you hear some of this shit, it is absurd.
What is it?
So the first thing that they bring up, that on this one planet, their ruler Dolph Ed testified that he willingly launched an attack on this planet called Inifgold, and over 1 million innocent people were killed. Oh, but we're not done. Next up, this alien Juan Ron Otho proved that he incited a civil war on this planet called Eno 2 in an effort to mine their raw minerals without restriction. Now, guess how many people died during this? A whopping 3.2 million. This nigga's body count is in the millions. And I saw one comment before I made this video. Some nigga said, he's making a video on Shredder? What does bro do? Doesn't he just fight turtles? Get the fuck out of here, bro. And then they got him on conspiracy to overthrow the government. So all the Utroms in the Galactic Council came together and said, Sherelle, we the Galactic Council find you guilty, and you will be banished to eternal exile.
Banished?
Nani? So they exiled this man to
exile.
a freezing planet.
And
that was the end of the Utrom Shredder.
That's not
until he decided to try to destroy the multiverse, of course.
Exactly. They should have killed him.
The Shredder trial.
He ends up in the multiverse.
Exhibit B wrap up. Multiple assaults, bribery, conspiracy, mutilation, attempted mass murder, multiple counts of murder, slavery, multiple counts of genocide. Exhibit C.
Oh my God.
Y'all righty, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for our final exhibit. And that, of course, is multiversal destruction.
All right.
So after Shredder got exiled on the frozen planet, he ended up getting saved by none other than the 1987 Shredder. Now, the reason why he did this is because, well, the 87 Shredder is kind of a goofball.
Is this nigga serious?
And he was tired of getting his ass beat every episode. So he wanted to see what he could learn from his other counterparts. So, of course, he chose the evilest one out of all of them, the Utrom Shredder. Now, Utrom Shredder obviously betrayed 87 Shredder because this nigga's an idiot. And he decided, I'm gonna destroy every single Ninja Turtle that ever existed. So he took over 87 Shredder's Technodrome and started to wreak havoc across the city. Shit, the whole military pulled up. They called the Army, Air Force, Marines, and they couldn't do nothing. They ended up becoming cannon fodder. This nigga was killing multiple people, and this maniac is just laughing while he's committing mass murder and destroying the city.
I love this.
This motherfucker is crazy. It got to the point 87 Shredder and Krang started to question this stuff. They walked up to him and said, what the devil are you doing? Let's just destroy the turtles and be done with it. Yeah, destroy them already, man. Booze, you bum ass niggas dare question me? Shut the fuck up.
Dang.
Dog, he's gotten to the point where he's abusing his own counterpart. Nasty work. So later on, this man ended up capturing the 2003 Turtles and the 1987 ones so he could use their DNA to find the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So he found Turtle Prime, which was the world of the first issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 1984.
That's a cool reference.
And he starts to destroy their world. This nigga's destroying the first comic. He's a fucking maniac. So it was time for the final battle. So to save the multiverse, the 2003, 87, and 84 Turtles, along with 87 Shredder, Krang, Karai, and Master Splinter, was about to jump this man. Because if he destroys this universe, everybody gets away from
everybody
existence.
would die.
So this motherfucker turned into a giant, and he said,
Oh, this is my lucky day. I count 12 turtles, a rat, my bitch main counterpart, a pink blob, and my thought daughter.
Damn.
Can suck my giant show.
So this man just starts to destroy everything. This stupid ass nigga Crane turned giant just to get his ass
Turn
whooped.
giant.
And this man turned his hand into a Gatling gun and started spraying and praying. And this just ended up becoming a whole episode of AOT. Because this man then became a damn titan and he trying to stomp on niggas now. So then he snatched the 84 turtles and started squeezing them to death. And this took everybody out. Because since they're dying, everybody's dying. Even Shredder himself. So Karai pled to him. She tried to talk no jutsu him. She said, Father, please, are you willing to destroy yourself for some damn turtles? And he stopped for a second, but then he thought to himself and decided,
you little green shits are the bane of my existence. So if I die too, so be it.
So this man is about to destroy everything, even himself. This nigga is
literally killing himself.
Bro is willing to destroy himself just so they don't exist. This might be the craziest hate boner of all time. Dio, you got competition, buddy. So right before the multiverse is about to be erased, this man ends up getting hit by ninja stars. And 87 Donatello actually came in clutch. It's a miracle. And Shredder ended up getting hit by his own Technodrome laser, evaporating him and finally putting an end to the Utrom Shredder.
Or is it?
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, with all of these charges, there should be no debate. He passes. We are round-tabling this nigga now. This little bastard is the definition of a menace to society. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, one trial down. And 2 more to go. So now I know the question's coming. CJ, when's the second trial dropping? Well, I got good news for you. I'm already damn near done with it. So, until we return, the jury is adjourned. And the trial of the Utrom Shredder comes to a close.
Okay, so there's multiple ones, even though the Utrom Shredder makes it in automatically. I did not remember it quite like that as a child. It was slightly different, I think, by quite a bit.
I would just like to say that I fully support that level of vengeance and hatred where you're like, I'm willing to erase my own existence just to make sure that Joe ass also doesn't exist. And just know that there's a couple people where if I could do that, we'd all be gone.
I need you to relax, sit back, take some deep breaths. This is the 3rd bad advice you've given this video. This trial is bringing out the worst in you. Utrom Skitten would have to be locked in a cage for all eternity.
Hell yeah.
So Chaos and Discord, do not murder the multiverse. Do you understand the difference? There is no chaos if there is no multiverse. We'll see you guys in the next one. The next Shredder video will be out sooner than later. There's a bunch of anime videos coming out this week. We'll see y'all around. Peace.